Hello, whoever may be watching. Normally, from now on, I think I would prefer to just hop into games without, a little intro like this. But this game, Murder Most Misfortunate, was made by a guy that I've met. I don't know him like super well or anything like that, but he's good friends with some of my cousins and some of my two of my brothers. And this game just came out, so I thought I'd give it a try because I was wanting to support him and the other guys who made this game. And yeah, so here we go. Murder Most Misfortunate. When enabled, you will have to solve the mystery within a limited time period. A clock will appear at the top right corner. Oh, jeez. During the session. Oh. Sorry, I don't know if I'm that good. Yeah, I'll go without this time. Maybe sometime, if I feel like it, I'll do this again and like try to do it with that checked. But as of right now, we're gonna go without. Okay, hopefully this doesn't take too long. Apparently this game has voice acting too, which kind of surprised me. But yeah. Spacebar to proceed. Okay. Click click on the right to have the game proceed automatically. Oh, I see. That's good. I like that. Escape to access volume and text speed settings. This game has unreal music. I really like it. Use the scroll wheel when hovering over the text box to see what was previously said. Okay, sure. That's smart.
My dear Misfortune, I hope this letter finds you well. I did so enjoy our little discussion of the work of Guy de Mauvaisier the last time we met.
Okay.
I would like to cordially invite you to an intimate gathering of mine on the evening of the 27th. We will be celebrating my recent acquisition of a rather unique historical property, and I think you are just the one to properly appreciate it.
I really like this voice acting. I don't know who this is, but it sounds great.
I look forward to your RSVP in the affirmative. Most sincerely yours, Prince Titanico.
Titanico. Ooh, cool name.
It was at an art auction, I think, that I first met Prince Titanico.
Good heavens.
He seemed to think the world of himself. I, quite frankly, thought him a bit of a bore. But if I only accepted social invitations from people I thoroughly approved, I wouldn't dine out very often.
Also a very good voice actress. Sweet. Ooh. Manor Grounds. Oh yeah, by the way, this is like a visual novel.
I stepped onto the curb from my limo and laid eyes on the place for the first time. Gothic gargoyles loomed ominously over the old house, and creeping vines wound their way up its walls, as though trying to strangle it. The prince had been right. It really was to my taste.
Ooh, well that's good.
Good evening, ma'am. May I have your name?
That is a very deep and masculine-sounding voice you have there, sir.
Ugh, this hulking thug, on the other hand, not so much. Fortune. Misfortune.
Misfortune. Wow, what a name.
Is the miss a first name or a title, ma'am?
Oh, I like to leave that to the imagination.
Oh, good heavens.
Now you
What is that little
must be the
stick thing
butler,
that she has there?
so why don't you buttle on and show me inside? The evening is a bit damp, I dare say.
Yeah, looks like it.
No, ma'am. I'm not a butler. Just a valet. My name is Klops.
Hey, Klops. He looks like a Klops. I get it, like Cyclops? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my. What a terrible shame. Well, butler, or valet, you do open doors, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Right this way.
He doesn't look too happy about this whole thing. Man. This looks good. Like, it looks really pretty. Ooh, a little bit in the state of disrepair, I
From
might
the
say.
cobwebs in the corners and the
Yeah.
dust on the railings, it was obvious that the house had been abandoned for some time.
Yeah, interesting.
Some high society guests might have been insulted to be invited to a venue in such ill repair, but it didn't bother me.
Oh, good.
I realized that the house had been preserved as it was for the effect.
Yeah,
Misfortune has arrived.
she sure has.
Ah, Misfortune, good evening. There
Horatio.
are refreshments on the side table. Please do help yourself.
They have such good voices.
Why, thank you. So, are you the butler? Or are you going to tell me you're just, I don't know, the concierge?
Butler? No, 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 no. I'm not a servant.
I like him. I like him.
I am a close friend and trusted advisor to our dear prince.
Okay.
The Grand Magus of his court, if you will. My name is Horatio.
Yes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
My dear Misfortune, how
Oh.
are you, darling? It's so
Oh,
good to
goodness.
see you again.
My goodness.
Comtesse de Clecitra. Yes, it's been just ages, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
I should have known you to be here. You're never one to miss an event on the social circuit.
I dare say I needed something to cheer me up after my late husband's funeral. And an evening like this is just the thing.
It's funny because I feel like I should almost know some of these people, but, like, I don't think so. Like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. Maybe it's just because of having met, one of the developers or whatever. I don't know, maybe I've met more than one of them. This is weird. Anyway. Ooh, I get to pick. About your husband.
Of course. I was so sorry to hear about your husband. This is your 4th time a widow, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, good grief. She's, probably after the money, I kinda think.
Quite so. And for you, 9, I believe?
Ah, yes.
Oh.
They just keep dropping dead, the poor dears. It's so hard to find a good man with stamina these days.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Interesting.
my, should I be worried? Perhaps you've been cursed.
Me? Cursed? Nonsense. I seem to be doing just fine. But maybe I am bad luck.
Oh my. Okay. Last we met, I guess.
Let me see. When exactly was it that we last saw each other? It must have been at the Emperor's ball.
Ah, yes, the Emperor's Ball. Nice.
Heavens, yes! Wasn't that quite the affair? Were you there when one of the waiters spilled a tray of champagne all over Duchess Reese's dress?
I don't care about her dress.
Oh, yes. That was positively scrumptious, wasn't it?
Oh, yes,
I
stop.
mean, a shame about the dress, of course. I heard
Yeah.
she had it made just for the ball. Such a pity.
Okay, yeah, now I care about the dress because, you know, the ball and everything.
Well, given how many people come out nowadays, it was bound to happen to someone. I even heard the poor servant say he was sure he felt someone in the crowd give him a little shove. Can you imagine?
Really? That's interesting.
Surely not. These are high lords and ladies we're talking about. No doubt the man is just making excuses for his clumsiness.
Oh, yes, no doubt.
Probably right. Just an unlucky accident, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Ah, Misfortune.
Oh.
Welcome. I'm so
Okay.
delighted that you could come. I trust Horatio has been keeping you entertained.
Oh, yes. La Comtesse and I were just scandalizing your court jester. Or was he a wizard? In any case, scandalizing him
Yeah,
with our
that
intimate marriage details.
Okay, let me just say about Tatico is his name? Sorry if typed. I don't know. The big guy in the black. Um, he looks like the Phantom of the Opera. Or he makes me think of the Phantom of the Opera because of. I'll just stop.
Of course you were. So tell me, what do you think of the house?
It's creepy.
I must admit, when I first came into this little period piece, I immediately thought of you.
Oh,
It seems melancholy, mysterious, and maybe just a little macabre. So yes, I quite like it so far.
yeah.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I will take you on a more detailed tour shortly, but we are still waiting for more guests to arrive.
Oh, I wonder if there's like secret passages.
And what timing! Here they are now.
Miss Charisse and Miss Leah have arrived, sir.
Charisse and Leah. Okay, very anime. Do they talk?
Is that the Charisse? The industrial heiress? The one who's been throwing all those charity balls ever since she came into her fortune?
The very same.
My beautiful Charisse, please come in. Without you, this place is dark and drab, but your radiance rekindles it anew.
You're too kind.
Yes.
Oh my! I had heard she was seeing someone, but I never imagined it was him.
Indeed. This party just got a little more interesting.
Oh, yes.
And this must be Leah, the girlhood friend of whom you speak so very highly.
Yeah, nice place you got here. If you like entertaining dead people.
Oh, yes.
Dead people? Yeah, I assure you, fair lady, you are perfectly safe here.
Oh, yes.
I think it was a critique of the decor, not of our safety.
Oh, yes.
Leah doesn't mean it. It's a lovely house. Really.
Yes, it is.
On the contrary, Miss Leah may be more right than she knows. Until recently, this mansion was the property of the Lee family. Perhaps you know of them.
No.
Oh yes, who doesn't?
Of course
a
she does.
distinguished family of the nobility, with a respected pedigree and a long history of public service and political influence.
Uh-huh.
So, short version, some stuffy old rich people.
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Almost all of the estates out here, away from the city, were owned by old families. But many have had to sell over the years. It must be a bit sad for them, leaving all that history behind.
She's kind of creepy.
Indeed, and especially so for the Lees. Theirs is a tale of tragedy, and it ends, as they so often do, in sorrow and blood.
Okay.
Oh,
Lightning.
Come, the house itself will tell its share of the tale.
Ooh. Oh, we vanished. We're all ghosts. Smoking room. Interesting.
This is the smoking room. Did the Lee family use this as a
Excuse me.
quiet place to relax after their evening meals, I wonder? Or was this the proverbial smoke-filled room where secret deals would be struck and the fates of nations decided?
He has a flair for the dramatic.
My attention was drawn to a curio cabinet on one side of the room. Some of the items within rather struck my fancy.
You mean the bloodied dagger or the voodoo doll? Probably the pillow.
This cabinet. Are these items originals?
I believe so. I have endeavored to change as little as possible about the house since acquiring it. The Lees were well known as eclectic collectors.
Oh, okay. A sacrificial dagger and a voodoo doll.
They also say that sorcery ran strongly in the Lee family, you know.
Oh.
Great. As if we didn't have enough reason to think this place was owned by a bunch of creepers.
Come now. Surely a smart little girl like you doesn't put any stock in old superstitions.
Magic and superstitions, no. Weird and creepy people, on the other hand, are plenty real.
Yes.
No need to worry, young lady. You're among good company here.
Uh-huh.
We will have time to look around in greater detail later, I assure you.
Okay.
For the moment, follow me, if you would.
I would. Sorry if the spacebar noise is kind of annoying, but I'm just gonna use it anyway.
They called this the king bedroom, home to the master of the house. Now, it is as you see it, empty and forlorn, as it waits for a new master to take the place of the old.
It feels so cold.
Looks like it.
Milady, I can call for Klops to bring you a sweater.
And while he's at it, perhaps also a textbook on metaphorical versus literal language.
You are so kind, but I'm fine. It's just the atmosphere of this place.
Yeah.
The Lees were among our most powerful families before the Imperial Revolution. But like most of the old guard at the time, they chose the losing side.
Yes. Oh, yes, to be yeah, quite.
In many ways, the family never recovered.
Oh,
They certainly never recovered financially at the very least.
of course.
Thus the sale of this very house.
She seems the type that would know everything about other people's finances.
It's almost as if old money runs out if you're not smart with it. Who'd have thought?
Quite so. But at least the house has gone to those who can appreciate its history.
Yes. Of course. Queen bedroom. How come the king and queen don't
This
share a bedroom?
is the queen bedroom, and it has a fascinating story. It is said that the famous senator Lamika Lee herself met her end in this very room during the final days of the revolution.
Yeah, I remember learning about that. She was one of the staunchest supporters of the Old Republic.
The Old Republic. Da 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 da. Stop.
And she was killed here? In her own bedroom? That's so terrible.
Murdered.
By all accounts, she did not go down without a fight. Revolutionary soldiers had stormed the grounds, but none who came in here survived.
Really?
They even say that she sustained herself for days on the blood of the soldiers who kept coming for her.
Okay.
Well, points for ingenuity. I'll grant her that.
But that was all a long time ago. There wouldn't still be any blood left here now, or anything.
I assume that this was a long time ago, so I kind of doubt it.
Really? With all the red, it's rather difficult to say, isn't it? Who knows how much of it might have soaked into the floor, the walls, the bed.
You are right, my darling Charisse. It is all long past. A good tale for a night of ghost stories, perhaps. But thankfully, these are happier times.
Ah, yes. Yeah, very happy. Very happy. Dining room. Ooh, this is cool.
And here we have the dining hall. I see that Klops has left some tea and coffee on the table for us.
Ooh, I like tea.
And orange juice, too, I hope. I'm running rather low. All this dry air, you know?
He drinks orange juice, does he?
I'll see to it, sir.
Oh, hello.
For me, just a spot of black coffee would be wonderful.
Ah, yes.
This concludes our formal tour of the estate, but our evening is far from over.
Ah, yes.
Tonight, my friends, is more than just a housewarming party. Before the night is done, I have a very special announcement to make to you all.
Oh. Ooh. Okay, well, that's dark in here now.
But don't worry, my dear. You are safe with me.
Ah, yes. Very strong. Very big. Look at those arms.
Thank you. I was just a bit startled.
A little bit on edge.
Oh, heavens, yes! The light's going out! What horror! I dare say I may faint myself, delicate flower that I am.
Oh, yes.
Flower? A noxious weed, perhaps?
Watch your mouth, young lady.
Please, Misfortune, allow me. I've got you now.
Oh, what would we do without you?
Oh
On
boy.
second thought, you can unhand me. I seem to be quite all right.
Good, good. Because
This
there's
is so
nothing
awkward,
to be
it's
worried
awesome.
about. It's just a little blackout.
Yeah, he's not scared.
Would you be so good as to check the breaker then, my dear Horatio?
Yes, of course. My talents will shed some light on all of us in no time.
Hopefully he doesn't die.
I absolutely adore these old homes, but they do so often have problems with the wiring, don't they?
Excuse me, boss. Sir, there's a telephone call for you.
Who could it be?
A call for me? Here? How mysterious. You must excuse me, my dear guests. Klops will fetch some candles for you so you can look around while Horatio works his magic on the lighting.
Oh,
I will return very shortly.
okay, bye.
I wandered back to the king bedroom by myself to take a closer look at some of the decor.
Okay. Oh, I see. Now I'm clicking. Okay. So it's like a point and click as well. Neat. I like it. Let's check the bed.
The elaborate carvings on the wooden bedpost intrigued me. Spirits and demons of all sorts circled and surrounded any lord who might sleep in this bed. Was this preferable, I wondered, than sleeping in the arms of Lamicali, blood drinker as she was rumored to be?
Ooh. That rhymed. That was pretty cool. Did it? Or am I just crazy?
The air in the old house was still and thick with dust. But even had there been a draft, I doubt the black drapes by the room's window would have stirred.
I doubt it.
Even I was surprised by how thick and heavy the material was. No sunlight would have pierced its way into this room against its occupant's wishes. That much was certain.
That's good. Who doesn't like some good curtains?
Looks like our court magician has managed to conjure back a little light for us after all.
Yeah, I can still look around, I assume? Huh. Let's look. Let's look in here.
Had these books on the shelf belonged to the Lee family as well? Curious, I skimmed a few of the titles. A History of the Republic, Genealogy of the Great Families, How to Train Killer Bats.
Okay.
Genghis Khan and the 21 balloons.
What?
All dreadfully dull classics, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, who's this?
I'd hope that by taking a closer look at the ruined portrait, I might be able to discern who had been pictured. I could imagine no shortage of delicious reasons why a lord's portrait might be disfigured in a house such as this.
Yeah.
Shredded by a bitter servant when the master was thought absent. Savaged by an angry child who never quite lived up to expectations. Alas, the portrait seemed more a victim of old age than of some crime of passion, and of the face, I could make out nothing at all.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Red chair.
For just the slightest of moments, I considered collapsing into the antique red chair in the room's corner. After all, we'd spent the evening on our feet, traipsing about the house for the prince's little ghost tour. Then I remembered that spiderwebs don't just come out of nowhere, and that upholstery is a prime place for the little nasties to hide. I would have to remember to warn our doe-eyed little angel about that as well. You know, in addition to the possible bloodstains and all.
At last I found you, Misfortune. You need to come right away. Please.
Okay.
Whatever is the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost with that one eye of yours.
Okay, don't be a jerk about it.
There's no time to waste, miss. You should see for yourself.
Oh boy, what is it gonna be?
Gathering my skirts, I hurried after the hulking butler, valet, back to the hall where we had first arrived. From the urgency in his pace and in his voice, I knew that something had happened. But still...
Oh, dear. Oh,
It was
okay.
our host, Prince Titanico. He was dead. That alone wouldn't scare me. I was no stranger to dead bodies. But from the way he was lying, it was clear that his death was no accident.
Yeah, no kidding. That leg isn't looking too great.
He'd been murdered. And that meant that someone in the mansion was the murderer.
Yes. That is so. And with that, we will find out next time and continue on in this very interesting. It's very interesting so far. I like the characters are kind of funny. Like I know some of them are. I know they're all really really well voice acted. And I'm looking forward to playing the rest of this game. I don't know when I'll release another episode. I might be busy this weekend.
I found the rest of the ladies. Now, Klops, what is this all about?
So yeah, I'm going to quit now and get some sleep because it's cool. So yeah, thanks for watching.